Wait, Kevin Costner doesn't want his family to watch his show? Actors in TV and movies are honestly infamous for a variety of things, but one thing that actors do that often boggles people's minds is that they don't like to watch the movies or shows that they're in. Sometimes it's because of them not being comfortable with watching themselves, or other times it's because they'll nitpick their own performance, and thus they can't enjoy the movie or program. It's understandable when you think about it. For Kevin Costner, he's fine with his family not watching the show Yellowstone, and for reasons you'd probably understand. Number 5. Kevin's thoughts. Given Yellowstone's overwhelming popularity, you might assume all of the show's cast members and their families would be into the Paramount Network drama.
I think a lot of people want to say what Beth gets to say. A lot of people want to get to do what Rip gets to do, and I think a lot of people wish they could say some of the things I say.
But interestingly enough, it seems that Kevin Costner actually prefers his wife and kids not to watch the Dutton family. As fans may know, Kevin, 67, is married to model-turned-handbag designer Christine Baumgartner, 48. The married couple of nearly 18 years has 3 kids together, Caden, 15, Hayes, 13, and Grace, 12. Kevin also has 4 other children from previous relationships, Annie, 38, Lily, 36, Joseph, 34, and Liam, 26. Speaking with Extra, the Field of Dreams star was asked if his wife and kids are invested in Yellowstone. "It's too naughty for them to see, and they probably do figure out how to see it," he told the outlet, "but it's got some nasty little bits that are good fun for everybody else." Despite Kevin's hesitancy, he's looking forward to his family discovering other projects. "Listen, a lot of my movies have some of those themes. They're going to find them in the course of their life," he added. "I hope they find Fandango. I hope they figure out what I've been doing with my life. I'm their dad for sure." He echoed similar words during an interview with Entertainment Tonight in June of 2020. "It's pretty racy," Kevin said about watching the Season 3 Yellowstone premiere with his family. "I gotta watch it and make sure what got left in and what got cut out before they see it." Regardless, it sounds like the Bodyguard star has always had the support of his kids, whether they tune in or not. "Well, he doesn't make bad movies," Annie once said in a throwback clip. What's more, his daughter Lily joined him and his band, Modern West, to perform Heaven's Gate from the album Tales from Yellowstone, comprised of songs inspired by the show. It was later featured in the show. "Special treat for me when my daughter sings," Kevin gushed in an Instagram video. You can see it from both sides. Kevin doesn't want some of his naughtier films to be seen by his younger kids, and yet given the importance of Yellowstone, easily one of Costner's most successful projects ever.
But this show has really hit a nerve with a lot of people. It's something to go to. I don't measure it at all against the things I've done.
You might think it best that they get to see their dad in action in one of his best projects, especially in Yellowstone Season 5, where his character of John Dutton is going to be doing some big things, as is members of the Dutton family. Number 4. Rip and Beth. Rip Kohlhauser and Beth Kelly Riley might be married now, but don't expect that to have a major impact on things when Yellowstone returns for its 5th season. Beth has always been devoted to Rip, Kelly Riley tells EW in an interview. "Marriage does not change her. I think his love for her and hers for him is one of the very few things that keeps her demons at arm's length, mostly." It does, however, make their living situation a bit more official. The first thing it changes is that he's moved into the main house, which is somewhere he's never really been that comfortable, Kohlhauser says. It's a weird thing to think that John Dutton, Kevin Costner, is actually related to him now through marriage. And as much as a married couple tends to look to the future, Beth and Rip will have to deal a bit with the past in the new season. "What I like about what Taylor Sheridan wrote is that he slow burns this year with me and Beth," Hauser says. "In the beginning, there's some wonderful moments between the two of us, some stuff that she's going through in her past that she's having to acknowledge for the first time, and me trying to help her through that." Riley adds the war feels internal this year for her. She's haunted by the past, afraid for the future, and fighting with all she has for the present moment. The Duttons are known to fight for what they want and want to keep, and that leads us to number 3, Casey's future. Casey, Luke Grimes, will find himself focusing on life on the reservation for as long as he can. "When you meet him in Season 5, he's off the ranch," Luke Grimes says. "He's sort of almost happy. He seems like he likes his little life on the res with the family, but as the story progresses, you realize he can't stay away for too long. Something calls him to take care of that legacy." There's also the matter of Casey's vision, which is still on his mind when Season 5 begins. In true Casey fashion, there's no relief from the sort of rock and a hard place that he's in between, Grimes said. As for what fans can expect from the season as a whole, Grimes adds, "Every season has felt incredibly different. I think that's the beauty of Taylor's writing. He knows how to make this show just take every twist and turn it possibly could, and to keep it so fresh. Every year has felt very different from the last. While it's not surprising to hear that something new will arrive in Yellowstone for the 5th season, things are going to get much different due to the new position of power a certain person is in. Number 2, Governor John Dutton. When John Dutton, Kevin Costner, is in a position of power, his many enemies should be very, very worried. And when Yellowstone returns for its 5th season, John Dutton has a lot of power. Paramount just released a trailer for the hit drama's 5th season not too long ago, which sees John sworn in as governor of Montana. His first order of business? Firing everyone and surrounding himself with family. The trailer shows John specifically appoint Beth, Kelly Riley, as his new chief of staff. As for the family's black sheep Jamie, Wes Bentley seems like he might be back on John's good side, or at least John's not completely ignoring him. From there, the trailer gives fans a glimpse at the show's usual drama, broken beer bottles, tears, and the like. But one couple gets a few sweet moments. Beth and Rip, who were married in the season 4 finale, are seen enjoying each other's company, although they aren't always happy. There is one moment in particular where a worried Rip holds an upset Beth, which begs the question, what is she upset about? It could be the fact that Caroline Warner, Jackie Weaver, declares that she wants to ruin Beth in the trailer, or it could have to do with Beth's past. Additionally, the trailer provides a couple hints that Casey, Luke Grimes, and Monica, Kelsey Asbiel, might not be able to step away from the drama at the ranch for too long. Casey can be heard saying, "I do this for my father," while a beaten down Monica is seen saying, "When I say we give everything to this land, I do mean everything." Very intense, and fans turned out in millions to watch the trailer, so season 5 is going to be highly watched for sure. Number 1, Costner's TV life. One of the ironies about Yellowstone is that this is Costner's only real TV role he's done.
I've only been in television twice. Once was Hatfield and McCoy's, and that had a tremendous reception, and this has had the same thing.
He's legendary in the movies, but he hesitates on doing TV because he prefers to know where his character is going to be by the end of the story so he can act a certain way.
But it's really revealing itself to me as scripts come to me. So that's a different way of working than I've ever worked before.
Yellowstone was a big swing for him, and it paid off huge, literally and figuratively. He's headlining one of the biggest shows on TV right now, period. So much so that no one really knows where the show will stop or how expansive its universe is going to get. Hopefully before too long his kids, all of his kids, will get to watch it with him and praise the great acting that he's done in it. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at Kevin Costner and why he doesn't want to let his family watch Yellowstone? Do you think he's being a bit too picky on this topic and that they should wait to watch it? Or is he well within his rights to ask that his family not watch the program? What are you most looking forward to with Costner for the 5th season of the show? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.